podcast. This is our 10th one, I believe. We were away for a couple weeks, but we're back. That's Andrew.
That's John.
And today we got the man, the Reverend, the boat captain, philosopher, Jimmy Painter. Welcome.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Thanks for joining us. It's been way too long.
It has, in fact.
You should have been one of the early guests, but you got to save something for the people, right?
Yeah, well, I could overpower a room. I could understand how you could, try to keep me out of here.
Well, yeah, we had to test the waters a little bit first.
Yeah.
So how was your week? The week's pretty much over. It's Saturday. It's time to reflect on things. Anything special happened this week?
Definitely reflecting all the time. I think this week I've been reflecting on ethics because I'm talking to a 21-year-old girl who has an ethics class.
21, huh?
21. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, at first I was really, I kind of felt bad, but then I went to church.
Bad for who?
Huh?
Bad for who?
I kind of felt bad for
her.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of difference in wisdom there and life experience. So I didn't know if that was a wise decision but she talked me into it. Don't worry.
So you're gonna see her this weekend?
Yeah, probably right after this is over. I'm gonna go.
And then you have to give us an update.
Yeah, right on.
Right on.
Where'd you pick this one up at?
Well, I was blackout drunk at a house party that I knew no one there. I left the bar at closing time. First, I want to say I'm not exactly a monster. If anything, I'm a pretty nice guy. But I go and I repent on Sundays because I think that's a good way to do it. And
just say you're sorry, huh?
I'm sorry. Yeah,
that's all you got to do. And you're cleansed.
Yeah,
I'm
cleansed.
You go to church a lot, like every Sunday?
Yeah, I went.
Yeah?
I was there last Sunday. Yep, I do. Well, let me put it this way. I think that this is an interesting topic too. It's something that I've been reflecting on since we're reflecting. It's Saturday reflection time. The Reverend Jimmy Jammer is an amazing person. He's just an alpha male, and he does everything he can to control everything in his life, and he's really good at it. So as you get older, the difference, let's say, between a 21-year-old and a 29-year-old is the older you get. And you're just really good. You're successful, and you can talk these women into doing whatever you want whatever you want them to do. You're a decent looking guy, so you got all these successes in your life, and you're good at manipulating your environment, but you get to be 30 years old and you've done this for a long time and it doesn't give you any pleasure. No real, it doesn't make you happy in life.
So you're 30?
I'm 29. I'll be
29. And this girl's 21?
Yeah.
So that's legit because you know the equation. It's
Yeah.
half your age plus 7. It works every time. I'm telling you, it works every time.
What, that's what you're supposed to look for?
Well, no, that's what's acceptable.
Oh, okay.
Like,
half your age plus 7?
Yeah. So
acceptable for who?
Society.
Oh, fuck society.
Well, if you think it okay.
It's like 15 plus 7, that's 22.
Yeah, so you're just coming in there. Once you turn 30, you're going to have to,
you're going to have to hire.
She's going to be 22 in, like a month. So I'm pretty.
That's perfect.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
You're right at it.
On the
It works for everything. Like 50. Say you're 50. You can go with 25 plus 32. That's not crazy. People are like, oh, that dude's with a younger chick, but half your age
good
plus
for
7.
him.
It works every time.
Yeah, what's that dude? Rod Stewart? He's got kids like 2 years old. He's 70. And his wife's like in her 20s or 30 years old. That guy. I hope I'm like him.
Cum stomach Rod.
Oh, jeez.
That's true. I heard that was true.
He eats some pickles for sure. But, so in any case, I've been reflecting. I get to be 29. I dated this same girl for, all my 20s, really. So you get to that point where you don't have any real happiness in life, yet you don't know why, because you've got everything, you can make anything the way you want it.
So you're saying something's missing?
Something's missing always, and it doesn't matter. You could say, well, I need, I need. The next thing I need is a wife, or the next thing I need is a kid, or the next thing I need is a bigger boat, or the next thing I need is, and you get, and you just continue to get those things, and you never end up reaching that, which there's nothing wrong with being
It's almost like chasing a dragon. You're always looking for that next big thing, but you're never getting it.
You're never going to get it. Yeah, so
there's
nothing wrong with
what's your theory on making you happy?
Well, here's the thing. I've started looking at these kooky people that think that the first thing that you should do is just love God, and then you'll everything else will come down. And they are kooks, and I'm not going to sit here and preach today. I preach enough all the other times.
Yes, for everyone out there, you are an actual reverend, correct?
Yeah, I am.
You are ordained. Is that what it's called? Ordained.
Ordained minister. Yeah.
And you're an actual licensed boat captain, also.
Yeah, I am a licensed boat captain.
And I consider you a philosopher. That's why I introed you as a philosopher.
Someday I hope to be a pilot. I'm gonna keep adding titles up until I can stand on them, so that I can reach a light bulb.
Reach your happiness.
Yeah, reach my happiness.
Yeah, quite the resume.
But yeah, that's what I thought. So I started doing that. I started forgetting. I'm not going to look for, a person. Being 29 and single, and, you're starting to feel the stresses, seeing all the friends having kids and all that. So it's important to, like I said, keep that all. I figured there was no harm in trying. If I just tried to love God the most, I think that and trust that He's going to give me what it takes to be happy. And to be completely honest, this 21-year-old girl, she's not a completely airheaded little thing. So that's one of the reasons why I've kind of made an exception. At first it kind of creeped me out, but she also, when we met, she said to me, how would you rate the happiness in your life from 1 to 10? I thought that was a really cool
That's
question.
quite a question.
So
John, your first date?
Before we go any further, I'm going to ask you. Go ahead, rate it.
Rate of happiness?
Andrew.
Right now, at this moment?
1 to 10.
1 to 10, but what's 10? You got to give me the scale of
No, there's
your
no scale.
scale.
Your scale.
Oasis.
It's your personal scale.
I'm pretty fucking happy.
That ain't a number.
But I don't know where to rate that. What's one? Being completely broke?
It's an abstract question. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can't.
I'd say, because there's things that would make me very happy.
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna put myself at 7.
A 7.
Nice solid 7.
Yeah.
Solid 7.
Nice solid 7.
John.
Well, I got one for you here, Jimmy Payne.
No, come on.
I will get there.
Go
I'll
ahead.
get there. But when she asked you that,
you
should have been like, well, it was a 4, but now I met you, I'm a 10.
Oh, still got it. Still got it.
Yeah.
You never lose.
Funny.
Fucking panty dropper right
we'll
there.
We'll go over the panty dropping again later. That's funny.
See, now it's sort of like the showcase showdown here with Andrew. Like, he said 7, so that's going to influence my answer. Although I did have an answer before he spoke, and I'll stick with that. I'm just going with a straight middle of the road 5.
Really?
Just a middle of the road 5.
Oh, I'm so sad for you.
Well, you gotta look at
What?
I was just
a
saying.
10. Just think you have everything's laid out for you in life, and 10, you have all of that. There's so much shit I could just think of just with job.
That's my main one, yeah.
Okay.
Job, shit around the house. Everybody wants a new car, even though I got newer cars, bills.
Yeah.
Just imagine waking up and not have to worry about fucking bills.
But I was just telling someone yesterday.
So that's one thing that would, if I didn't have to pay bills, I'd be a fucking 8.5. You know what I mean?
Plus,
right there.
I'm a pretty tough critic. Even on a restaurant, I'll do the TripAdvisor, I'll rate shit, and I'm pretty tough critic. I ain't giving that 5 stars away. I don't know if I've ever I maybe 1 5-star review just because I don't get these people who just say, oh, it was amazing, to everything. If everything's amazing, nothing's amazing, Like, people listen to an album and they're like, it's amazing. It's amazing. No, it's not amazing. There's maybe a half a dozen 5-star albums ever created, you know? In my opinion. I'm a tough critic, you know? Because I don't, once you say everything's good, nothing's good.
We just had to rate ourselves. We have to do a yearly review for ourselves at work. They said you're not allowed to give yourself a 5. Because it's...
Out of 5.
Yeah, 5 out of 5. You just can't do it.
6.
That's what I was going to do. So, right off the bat, you know, you can't be 10.
Like, you sure that's not like a psychological thing? Where they say you can't, but you're still supposed to?
Yeah, well, fuck them, I didn't.
Would you do a 4?
I did 4s.
Can you do 0.5? 4.5?
No, just 1 to 5.
Well, now, you brought it up. You bring it home.
No, wait a second. I'm not done yet. I'm taking control of this mic again.
Well, my 5 is based mainly on just so I can not just say 5 and people be like, oh, what a miserable prick. No, I think just mainly because of work. Like, I think once you're satisfied with the job, that, you know, work's pretty much life, I think. I don't know. I mean, Monday through Friday, what am I doing? I'm working, you know, and I'm not enjoying what I'm doing. So once I enjoy what I'm doing, I'm thinking maybe I'll be up in the 8, 9, 10 area. But right now, 5.
All right. Well, I'm glad that I came here today to have this conversation with you. This is why, and this is why, like I said, I haven't been able to. I was really kind of intrigued. 21-year-old girl number 2. She's an Aries. I'm not a big horoscope guy, but I have done some research of this girl. Full of life, very vibrant, like just interesting, very interesting to me. It's been you know, another learning experience, and I'll tell you what my initial answer was to her question was an 8.9.
That was her answer.
That was my answer.
Oh, okay.
And
what's she, a 2?
sitting here with you two guys, and John, he's already intrigued. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, your life is that awesome? Yeah, it's that awesome. Because here, and I'll tell you, this is a big thing that I think you guys are missing just by listening to your answers. Which is okay. If that's really how you feel, 7 and 5, I'm just like, full.
7 is not far from 8.5.
What, and you both said, but here's my follow-up question. You guys took over. The follow-up question was, what would make it a 10? What would make it a 10?
Yeah,
I explained
we already
that.
answered that.
Yeah, you already answered
a job that I don't have to go to where I'm like, you know, if I could sit at home and like build shit or paint or do something creative,
farm,
and still get paid, or not even get paid, just do it, but my bills are set. I mean, I have everything I fucking need already. You know what I mean?
So
Right.
I got the old lady. I got a kid on the way. You know what? How much happier could you be? I have my own house.
That's what I'm saying. So how much happier could you be? You gave it a 7.
Yeah, because
you could not have to go weld every day. I'm
yeah,
sure that's
there's
not
so
your favorite
much
thing
other
to do.
shit. There's so much other shit.
Okay.
You got to worry about your health. You know what I mean? I
I'm-
wasn't stressed out about if I have cancer after
So-
every fucking.
So I already know your stance. How about John? Do you go to church?
I haven't been in a long, long time. I honestly would go.
I probably go to church more than he does.
So here's the thing: if you'd asked me,
I would go.
if you'd
I mean,
asked me
I would.
3 or 4 years ago, before I ever went to church, if you'd asked me then, I would have said I was my happiness level. I was a 1.5. I had to have been a 5. I was a miserable prick. And why? Because I'm no better looking now. I am amazing looking, but I'm no better looking now, 4 years later, than I was then. And my girlfriend, I mean, I had my ex-old lady at the time, she was a very attractive girl. I had a good job making $70,000 a year, which was, you know, that's a fair wage for a guy who's 24 years
That's
old.
very
25 years
healthy.
So, you know, I had all those pretty good things. I had a boat and a new truck, and I had everything. I lived in my own house. I was a homeowner already. 25 years old. I was on top of the world. I was a 1.5, but I didn't
have God.
But and here's the thing that's interesting about this is, if you go and you ask a bum on the street in India, who has nothing, he lives in a box.
I love my life.
He loves his
I
life.
love his life.
He
Oh,
loves his-
life is good. You see, I have donkey at home.
So-
Donkey.
And here's the thing about you.
Donkey eats, I eat.
You get a better job. You know, and I've had a new job every 2 years for the last
as long
10
as I've
years.
known you.
Yeah, for as long I do. I turn over. I mean, you're always going to grow. You're always going to evolve. But that's the thing you should be loving about it. It's the living the life. It's not the end goal. You shouldn't ever have an end goal. If your end goal, you get there, you're going to be more miserable then than you are now. You don't realize that. It's the loving.
I get it. I don't think I have an end goal. I just live life day
You're
by
right.
day.
You're right. You have a healthier outlook. Me, I'm a philosophizer. I could tell John's wheels, his gears are fucking grinding over there.
He's saying, "Oh fuck."
This is getting way too deep. I need to go to my parents' house.
You need to go to church.
Yeah, but yeah, so. In any case, that's the kind of things I've been reflecting on pretty heavily lately. Is just because, I have a really good outlook, and I mean this is where I've come. Like I said, from a 1.5 to a 8.9 up to this point, and I foresee in possibly the next year and a half of reaching a 10. I really do. I mean that's pretty serious shit.
Drink some of that Mucinex. You'll feel like a 10.
We were talking about John. Did you miss it? I said he was giving me a decongestant. I said, man, these things give me a hard on forever, and it's like it makes my dick itch. So I can't. I want to like play with it because it feels really good. You ever had an itchy dick?
Itchy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always itchy somewhere.
Itching your dick's like the best. Like the best thing you could do.
No, I think a Q-tip in the ear is the.
Ooh,
that's a
pretty
good
bliss.
one.
I might put me at a 9.
Put me at a 9.
So you're at 8.9. You can't get to 9, you miserable prick. Was there a reason you can't reach? Do you think the 9's like another level and you're almost there? Is that what you're saying?
I've reserved one. I've reserved one for a whole point for trying to get to the next level of, like I said, loving God, and then I've reserved a 0.1 for my own will and the things that I can control, which, so yeah, I have that 0.1 for some personal things, like the things that, there's things I would like to do. I would like to get my pilot's license. I'd like to start flying airplanes. I'd like to get to the next, job. I mean, I've only been working this job for 6 months. I'm already looking at the next one. I'm looking at the next step. Yeah, for sure. You're always evolving, always. So you're never going to reach the end goal. So if you're constantly waiting on the end goal to be happy, you're definitely, I would say that it would warm my heart to see you not be that way, because I would like to see you smile for the moment. That's all.
Well, aren't you? Why would you want to be a 10? I mean, I get.
To show off.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But once you're on top, there's only one way to fucking go.
Truth.
I don't know.
If you become a 10,
Just
you can't be a 10 forever. You're eventually gonna crash.
Well, no, that's not true. I think that being at that 10, see,
I'm happy. I think I'm at a 10 because I'm happy being a 7.
again, I don't want to go into the religious thing because this is not popular, but you have to read the book of Job, and the God says to the devil, you do whatever you want to this Job guy. You can fuck him any way possible. He'll never.
Oh, I'm getting hungry.
This Job guy, so he's a 10.
So he said you can fuck this Job guy any way you want.
God said that.
Yeah.
It's that guy
And
in
he
India.
said he'll never stop.
Okay. It's okay.
Yep, he'll never stop praising
you don't.
me.
You'll
Never get him. You can do whatever you want to. And he did. The devil fucked this guy up and down, and he never and Job never turned on God. He just continued to love God every day of his life, and he was happy. And so obviously I'm not. This is again, it's philosophy. It's pretty deep. You have to start in a puddle. You can't just swim. You have to dabble around in a puddle first. So that's pretty heavy shit. But there are answers to any. Once you're a 10, it doesn't go away. Bad shit the world can fall down around you. You're still gonna be a 10. Once you get there, it's way hard to crack.
Oh, no. Use my shirt for toilet paper. You go ahead. Because I am a 10.
I think Jimmy's hitting on you. I think he's saying he's Job. And he wants you to fuck him any way you want to.
I think, have you guys ever like identified the way you guys look? Have you guys ever identified the way you guys look on the air? Because I think it's funny that we're all sitting here. We've got some pretty professional guys. I'm sitting here with a real estate agent. I'm sitting here with a real estate agent and a bald fruitcake. I mean,
his PJs.
Yeah, in his pajamas. I'm dressed like I'm ready to go clubbing because that's exactly where I came from. And
same shirt. This is an Andrew's shirt. All my nice shirts are Andrew's.
Oh yeah, hand-me-downs.
Yeah. The only compliments I get are when I wear.
Gotta look sharp.
Gotta look sharp. And the only time I get my compliments, I'm wearing Andrew's clothes.
That's not some buttons on there, or what?
I lost. Well, I didn't lose it. It fell off. But I don't know how to replace buttons.
But in any case, well, I'm definitely have the biggest dick here. Andrew, Andrew has, he's got an interesting dick, don't you, Andrew?
Yeah, it's bigger than yours.
But to try to change the subject, because like I said, nobody likes religion and politics. How about whips? You guys ever had any experience with whips? I've had this conversation with 2 women now this week. I think it's an interesting conversation. I've never really got into any of that.
No, I'm not really into it.
No, no violence. No.
You've never been choked?
No. Not. You're talking about like in the bedroom?
Yeah.
No, I don't go for that. I'm pretty traditional.
Straight missionary for John.
There we go. No wonder you're a 5. No wonder you're a 5.
I'm not doing no abuse. I ain't messing with that.
I'll tell you, it took me till I was 25 years old till the first time, a bitch choked me. I was in a sack and she choked me and I was like, oh no, you didn't. I can't believe this is how. I actually asked her. I was like, did you just choke me? She was like, yeah. I was like, oh no. And then I just put her down and I choked the shit out of that bitch. Because, that was my first experience. So, it's I don't know. I think the older I get, I realize that those women are hard to keep interested, which is another issue dating a 21-year-old as she has. She's going to need lots of...
Yeah, you're almost too old to do all the moves you used to be able to do.
Yeah.
Does she
break a hip?
Party at all?
Break a hip.
Does she party?
Party, yeah. She's
now she's 21. I know that 21 is like the new... Like, that's when you start going out to the bars, and really getting at it. Is she in that mode right now?
I don't think so. She's more, like I said, she's so... she's a really vibrant person as far as like I think more or less I really like to dance. I'm actually starting to slow down. My drink is starting to slow down. And I think girls, if you didn't take them and make that a social thing, I think a lot of people in general, the alcohol wouldn't get so involved if social pressure wouldn't keep you from doing the more fun activities when you're out, like dancing and singing karaoke. Those are the types of things that I always really liked and embraced.
Yeah, dancing's really fucking boring if you're not drunk.
Oh, it's so awkward.
Yeah.
Awkward's probably the best word for that. That should be the definition of awkward, going out and dancing sober.
Unless you're a great dancer, I guess.
I don't know. I like personally, it never happens because everybody, their lives get so complex as you get older. But personally, if I could choose, if there's something earthly that could bring me a 10, it would be to take all you guys and your old ladies and whichever flavor of the week I have, take us all to a ballroom dancing. I mean, here we are, we're all sober. We're sitting around a fucking microphone having a blast. I mean, I'm laughing. So I think that you could all take us to a ballroom dancing lesson.
I'd do that.
We would have a blast.
Before I do
that would make you a 10? If you took me ballroom dancing sober, that would draw me to a 10.
That's funny.
I'd rather. That's what would make it a 10. If I was able to take all my good close friends and go fucking traveling around the world. Go to a Jamiroquai concert. That would be fucking
Jamiroquai.
that would put me at a fucking 10.
So
I'm nowhere near that. That'll never fucking happen. So I'm happy with being a 7.
You play your Powerball. You never know.
Yeah.
Oh, the Powerball. Yeah, that's
Andrew
ridiculous.
loves his Powerball.
I don't love it.
Yeah, you
If
do.
it gets big, yeah, I know I'm never gonna fucking win.
Yeah,
but you have to fucking. You're stupid not to play it.
Well, then
It's
I'm
$3
stupid.
fucking bucks. It's $3 fucking bucks.
Nope, don't need it. Don't want it. No Powerball.
No Powerball. You don't play
Hell
it.
no.
Why not? You're the 5 sitting there. What the fuck?
That definitely won't even put me to a 6. No.
If I had, listen, a Powerball wouldn't be enough money to buy. It wouldn't be enough money to buy me a 10. You know how much?
That's what I mean. You can't buy a 10.
I
Yeah,
think
you can't
I
buy
think
a
you'd
10.
be at a 10 for a little bit, and then you'd end up crashing down
See?
to a 0.2.
Couldn't buy, and that was the whole.
I might
that
get
was,
you to 9.
That basically, encompasses the whole earlier conversation. Is that you can't buy happiness, right? You can win. You can win $500 million. $500 million wouldn't outfit me the right boat. I'd still have to pay the crew of young Puerto Rican girls to man the damn thing. You know what I mean?
With $500 million, you could probably do that.
No, $500 million. That's barely enough to buy the boat that I'm looking at.
What's the most expensive boat?
Huh? The
Like,
most expensive boat?
Personal use boat.
The most.
They get to like
Billions
100
of dollars?
Yeah,
There's
there's some sick
Malaysian-
fucking boats.
There's this Malaysian guy who has a boat that is completely encased in gold and
I think I've seen
fossils, and they estimate this thing to be worth like $3.5 trillion, and all the fucking thing does is float around in the water. Like, what does this guy do? It's just a personal
Yeah.
toy.
He just sits in his bed and says, "I'm a fucking 10."
I'm a
that. Yeah, I was gonna say. I bet he's not a 5.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. What's so in any case, I have to I don't know when the next time I'm gonna get back on this. And I really wanted to explain the love that gets shared between our friend circle, because our friends are the big thing. And when I walked in here, it's just this room, this little room that we're sitting in has so much flavor. I like the MTV Yo Raps trading cards hanging on the wall. It's hilarious. Like,
I wish I remembered where I got that.
this
I think
Andrew
the Kegs might have gave that to me.
Andrew's a skinhead. He kind of looks like he looks like a skinhead.
I'm a skinhead, but I have a picture of Abraham Lincoln on the fucking wall.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, and he's got. I don't know who is that guy in the middle of that Yo Raps playing card. He looks familiar.
I think that's Run DMC. I can't see it from
DMC.
here.
Anyways, it's definitely some flavor. 3
You're-
black dudes
You're a
and some
history
denim
guy,
jackets.
right, Jimmy Payne? History guy?
I'm a pretty good history student. I know.
Who's your favorite president?
Who's
Donald Trump.
Who's my favorite president? Well, I guess my philosophy on that has also evolved. If you really wanted me to name my favorite president of the United States,
Ronald Reagan.
no, absolutely not.
I would have thought you would have said Ronald Reagan.
No, as far as a president of the United States, I don't know. I guess
We
I'd
can come
probably
back to
say
that.
John Adams, but yeah, that's probably would be my answer. Would be John Adams, but
I think you'd be a good politician.
I would say in my world, like I said, I've evolved into thinking that I am the president of the United States. Actually, in my world, in my mind, I'm a goofy fucker because I don't unless there's a weapon pointed at me, it's basically lawlessness in my world. I just try to live my life in a way that I can avoid getting caught. That's all. That's all. But in any case, back to this. I have to say, we love each other. We've got. Did I say that you're a real estate agent,
Yeah.
John?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, John's a real estate agent. What else we have? We have a concrete guy. We've got
A home builder.
home builder. Yeah, does nice, big, beautiful mansions, $1 million homes. We've got I'm a philosophizer.
Got a
I do
computer
love
guy.
everything. Yep, computer
We
guy.
got a liar.
We've got a liar.
Clayton.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, we can't really mention the place that we work, but I have to say, Clayton at work, he's funny, man. He's just an asshole. He's just a complete, and that's all he's good at.
It got
he
to his
can't do
fucking
anything
head.
else.
He
Yeah.
took that job and it got to his
He's
fucking
a
head.
manager. But, okay. Well, we've touched on any other subjects. Anybody else have something good other than the pickles on the table and the? We have an assortment of snack foods: pickles and grapefruit,
wine.
wine. Yeah, everybody drinking coffee.
Did you at one time have like long flowing hair?
I did.
I thought so. I didn't know you then, but I saw a picture once, and it was. I did not peg you for long flowing locks.
No, yeah, I'd still have long flowing locks if I, society just hates on you, and it's they just look at you like you're some young hippie when you work in industry like I do, and you're trying to get some guy who's twice your age to shut the fuck up and listen. It's hard to get to do that when you have.
There's a stigma
about
for
being
sure
a
when
hippie.
it comes to long hair. I think, but
I like your hair, dude. That's pretty. That's a
You
pretty
like
hair,
that?
dude. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not
you
bad.
definitely
Told you he's
could've-
hitting on you.
Oh,
Well, hey, I'm
you'd have been
good.
a sassy dude in the 70s. I'm telling you that.
make me a 9. You can make me a 9. So you just cut it because of like the flack. You're getting flack from like.
Well, I grew it real long twice. The first time, I was I had nice long blonde hair. It comes out light brown, but over time, obviously, when you spend long hair, you have it for multiple summers, and the sun really bleaches my hair. I got fine hair, and then I was getting into theater, and I was in a musical, Seven Brothers for Seven Brothers. If you know anything about that musical, there's 7 brothers, and they're all fucking gingers. They've all got red hair, so I dyed my hair. I have these super long blonde hair. And I dyed it red, and it was fire engine fucking red. And I couldn't get it out. I tried, and it would just ended up pink. So I'm walking around with this big long pink hair. That was not what I was going for as a look. So what happened was, I had to cut it off to get rid of it, start over again. And I grew it long again, and then I got arrested, and. Before I went to court, I decided, before I went to court, I thought the judge, he'd probably have a different opinion of me if I was clean.
Why, because you were a ginger?
No longer a ginger.
Did it help, you think?
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah, he took it easy on me. I should have went to jail for years. He, gave me 6 months of house arrest. So, yeah, he did good. I mean, I was young. I at the time, everybody wants to hate the judge, because he's the guy in control of your destiny or whatever, at least for the next year. But I really respect the guy who did my sentencing. His name is Judge Wagner from Fayette County, Pennsylvania, and which also has a stigma. If you're in Fayette County, Pennsylvania, you're probably going to meet a judge at one point in your life. So he was really just a nice guy, and he was very wise in the way that he approached the situation, because I was young and I did have I was not like an unloving person or someone who, I had a lot of potential, and I think that he did a very good job of seeing that, and so he left me off pretty easy, and this year I am it's 10 years ago that's been, and I'm gonna get it my record expunged, and then that's gonna really open up a whole new world for me.
Has that really ever affected you, being that on your record?
Yeah, big time, actually. Well, number one, that the fact that I got arrested really affected me, because that I had a contract with the Navy to be a nuclear engineer that never went down. So I'd already be a self-made millionaire at this point if things would have not went that way. And obviously, I'm in the struggle. But you can't, you can't. I don't want to say that I'm in the struggle. I'm obviously not. If I'm an 8.9, I'm definitely
pretty good.
Definitely fucked the struggle.
Do you want to tell the story about when you got arrested and what the cops found in your car that...
What, you mean the 2 old heads? Or, there were 2 old heads in the car with me.
Remember Clayton really wanted a DVD.
Oh, this is funny. This is a funny story. So, a couple of these guys, like I said, lots of love shared around here. I'll call it that. But there's some pranksters sitting around this microphone. And what happened was, a family member, we'll call him a family member, he's family to some of the folks here. He had a birthday, and we decided that we were going to embarrass him at his birthday by buying him the sleaziest type of pornography that we could buy, wrapping it up and letting him open it in front of the family. So what happens, we go to the truck stop. We go to a truck stop, which is, it makes a great ambiance. And we pick out, we went, another funny, we went looking for a video called Sluts with Down Syndrome.
This existed?
Yes, it was
you
there.
wouldn't believe the amount of screwed up people on this planet.
We should have talked to Charlie Chestnut about this one.
He might have archived that one.
So they were sold out of the video "Sluts with Down Syndrome" that they had a week before. We had already tracked down the prank that we wanted to pull. They were sold out of this. So there are some real sick people out there. I'll pray for them tonight. But so we ended up settling for a porno called Freaks and Geeks. It had a bunch of midgets and old people and overweight. You know, it was just disgusting. Just disgusting stuff. And so, in any case, after he gets this video, he never took the cellophane off of it, just so everybody knows. The video then made its way around to different places. It was planted in people's mailboxes. It was planted in people's... Well, by the end of the... in any case, when I got arrested... Freaks and Geeks was sitting on the passenger seat of my car. And the police officer, upon shining his flashlight into the window of my car, made note of the Freaks and Geeks video on the seat of my car, which I'm sure is the only reason I got arrested.
You mean note of it in the report?
I don't know. I don't read. So
it's got to be illegal somehow.
Yeah.
That kind of movie. Was there nudity on the cover?
Oh yeah, there's nice raunchy stuff on the cover.
Was it in the cellophane when you had it still?
Nope. Yeah, it was still. It was still in the cellophane. Then another embarrassing thing was, obviously when you get arrested, your car stays where it is. I was on the road when I got arrested, so they left my car on the side of the road, and somebody had came and taken they searched the car. They took all the stuff out of the car and put it in a garbage bag, and then they returned the garbage bag of belongings to my grandfather, who went to...
I didn't know this bit.
Yeah, so the next thing that happens is my grandfather goes to bail my car, get my car out of impound, and because and they give him this bag of belongings that he couldn't keep his fucking nose out of, and so I'll tell you why, he didn't hold it against me. He definitely. So
but you've never seen the DVD again.
I went to my. Well, I mean, as long as you don't check the DVD player at my house, no. I mean, but yeah, I showed up at my grandfather's house after, obviously being arrested, and.
So you did something serious enough, like you were behind bars?
Just for a
just like
for
holding.
an evening. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what I'd like. I'd like to interview someone who's actually been in jail.
They're not coming here.
Have you ever made love to a man?
Me?
Yeah, I think that's what the jail's all about, right?
That's what I want to ask. I want to ask
like
if that's
that.
true or if that's just like what they do to scare you.
I think they scare you.
It's absolutely true. My mother is a nurse in a federal penitentiary.
Oh, so
federal's different.
Federal's different, right? If you go for
federal's
something
bad.
small,
State and federal, those are the ones you don't want to get. I don't even think federal's that bad.
Yeah. So at
like county jail's not going to be like that.
No, county jail's
No.
pretty relaxed.
How can it be any different?
Because county jail's like petty shit.
Okay.
Yes.
Like you're not
You
staying
go
there
into
long?
state, you're going like maximum security.
People-
That's where like the fucked up people go. Like that kid I just seen in the
Mm-hmm.
paper again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he's getting to fucking jail and he's not gonna have a good time.
Well, that I can understand, like, depending on what you do. But, like, say you just, like, yeah, you like, accidentally run someone over and you're drunk. Like, and you have to go to jail because you just get screwed. Can you avoid getting screwed in jail?
Yeah, they separate people from.
Like, do you really
obviously-
walk down that aisle and they go, like, fish, fish, fish?
Shame.
I think.
That's why I want to interview someone to tell.
Oh,
wanna
I
find
work
it
with
out.
a guy that actually happened to. He actually, when he was young,
Mhm.
got drunk, killed
Oh,
somebody.
man. That sucks.
I think
That
he
is
ended up doing 5 or 6 years.
In, like, a serious jail.
yeah.
Did you ask him?
Oh, I'll talk to him all the time about it.
And he got...
No,
He
he
got
said
it?
he got more pussy in jail than he did out of jail.
female.
Yes. I'm not saying anything about your mom, but from prison guards and
Oh, really?
nurses. Yeah.
Really?
I'm not saying your mom does it. I'm just saying this, and this is what he told me. But he says he got more pussy in
He
jail.
might just be bragging.
Maybe, but
That's
what he said.
interesting. That's a really interesting. I'm gonna have to do.
but
some
he
research.
also said the prison that he went to, he had to go to a couple different ones, but the one he transferred to or whatever used to be a hospital or something. I can't remember. So the nurses there and the guards, there was a lot more women there.
Mhm.
So that could have been a lot to do with it too. I always thought that the women guards fucked with the women
Yeah.
inmates.
Yeah, they don't.
But-
That they didn't. Yeah.
What do I know?
So you just spent a night, pretty much,
Yeah.
in like with a
Holding
bunch of
cell.
people, like in a holding cell, or just your own?
Yep. No, just my own. Nobody
Oh,
else.
you're
had.
lucky.
Oh yeah.
I was in a holding cell with like 40 other people.
Was Were
there
you?
a
Yeah.
toilet in it?
Yeah, but it's
anyone
just
use
wide
it?
open.
I mean, like,
No, what I did, because I knew about this. Somebody told me this before. Grab the toilet paper. Like there'll be a couple rolls. Grab one roll of toilet paper and you can use it for a pillow. And that's exactly what
Ah.
I fucking. It happened to me when I went there. I was like one of the first ones in there. By the time I woke up, there was like 40 fucking people in there.
I would just.
Oh.
What if you had crap? That'd be tough. Crap in front of
Just
someone.
fucking do it.
They'd like. That would suck. You'd have to
And
give
what
away
sucks
your
is there's so
technique
many
and
people
everything.
there that there's
Your
people
technique,
sitting.
yeah.
Give away my technique's secret.
There's like people sitting like right beside the toilet.
Yeah.
You know, like there's just too
Oh.
many people here.
Well,
Oh, could you hold this for me?
What? Oh yeah. No, I didn't piss or shit. I can't even piss in a public bathroom. So what the fuck?
No. Why
No.
not?
I don't know, I just-
You're nervous.
It's not that I'm embarrassed. It's just fucking awkward. I don't like to do it. If somebody comes and stands next to me, I'll just zip back up and walk out.
Interesting.
hey, I told him I'd do that. The same thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes
wait a
I can pull
second.
it off.
This
Sometimes
is
I
weird
can pull it off.
because you can't do that, but you can whip your dick out. I've
I
seen
know,
your
that's
dick.
the fucking
like-
weirdest thing. I don't know what it is. It's in my head.
That's what it is. It gets in your head and then you're screwed. I can do it most of the time, like if I really have to go, but I don't really have to go that much. No, it's just like, nah, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Just pack it up.
It just kind of goes away. Like you don't have to piss.
Yeah. I think it's the feeling of someone coming from behind and the shadow that just looms over you. And it's like, what is that?
Yeah, you have been in jail then, right?
No. Hell no.
You're way too pretty to go to jail, John. Honestly,
Oh,
if
yeah,
you were in
you'd
jail,
be- you'd be
oh,
fucked.
you may as well put a target on that ass.
I wouldn't go. I'd run for it.
Did you off yourself or would you run?
If I knew I was going for a long time, that'd
What's
be
a long
tough.
time? I think a year's a long time.
Oh, hell yeah. Like I'm
What are you
saying-
gonna say? 10 minutes?
No. Well, I mean, I guess you're only going to the serious one if you're going for a long time. Like the one
Yeah.
where you can get
Yeah.
20
screwed.
years? I mean, you go to county for a year, right? You probably
I think county is
up
up
to 2 years.
up to two,
Yeah.
I
3
wouldn't
years.
care if it was a week. If it was the serious one where you're getting raped, I don't know. I had to
No.
do some serious thinking.
That's federal, where those guys are in there for 20, 30 years. They got nothing to lose in there. And
Yeah. Screw that.
Yeah, that's where that stuff goes on, because then they just my mother, in any case, she tells me these stories all the time because number one, they're gonna protect you. If you're as pretty as John Smith, the prison guards are gonna know. They have to take care of you, otherwise they're not gonna get to use your butthole.
You think? I don't know about that. I saw Shawshank Redemption. I don't think it works like that.
Oh well, that's how it's supposed to work. That's a good controversial topic. I'm like a big. I don't hate police officers. I respect the job they do, but I think that police officers. I think that the amount of people that are qualified to be a police officer are very few and far between. And those people are not interested in being police officers because the job doesn't pay anything, and the conditions obviously are they're not great conditions to work under. So I mean, in my point of view, I want every police officer to just fucking be John Wayne, and that you're never gonna find that person that's cool and collected. And
he was also a fucking actor.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So you want a sheriff. You don't want police officers. You want a one man of the law.
No, he's just saying,
that all
that's how they
police
should conduct themselves.
Yeah, right. The way they conduct
Jimmy's
themselves.
right. Like, if they would just start paying them a decent salary and get actual qualified people, it'd be a totally different story.
And we would only need 1 out of 4.
Think about.
I mean, let's be honest. It's lawlessness where I live. You know how long it takes police to respond to a phone call where I live?
Probably an hour.
Oh,
that's
an
even
hour
if they come.
Lucky,
at least
because
even
they
if
don't
they
even
come.
want to come out where I live. They're like, no, that's where the weird shit happens.
At least you have time to hide all your weird porn DVDs. You don't have to run into that situation again.
Yeah, but I think that there's this big outcry in the media and that right now for there's obviously a big discussion going on whether police officers you have to have lawmen. That's just the way a society we have to have lawmen. But the fact is, I think we're a police state. It wasn't meant to be that way. We've got way too many lawmen, and
well, they got to make that money. It's a business to them.
Well, here's the thing: they have to make money to pay them. So
yeah, but they're not. They have plenty. They're making plenty of money doing that. The state should be. Yeah. The state should be taking care of that. Well, they shouldn't be getting a quota.
Don't get me wrong. This is a really vast topic with lots of political lines crisscrossed, because most of the people are sissies. I mean, let's be completely honest. Most people, they want to live in a place where bad things don't happen, and they don't want to have to deal with them. Which you can't be that person. You have to be like out where I live. All the folks are they watch John Wayne twice a week, so they don't have any problem taking care of business, like if
do it on their own.
Right, we do it on our own. We're lots of gun-toting hillbillies out where I live. You could call them that. You could look at it in a negative way, but these are people that are independent. They are, they are singular entities that will survive in this world, and they don't need someone else to protect them for the most part. I mean, obviously we need a bigger force because gang violence or whatever. You can have.
What gangs are out your way?
I'm just saying.
The plow hand boys.
Obviously, lawmen have to be there, because if you had gangs of people,
cattle crips
joining up, cattle crips, joining up, they would they could do damage. So you have to have some way to keep people keep gangs of people being honest. But as far as defending your house and your property against which. We can do that a little bit more now that we have a castle doctrine in Pennsylvania. That should be the responsibility of the resident. I mean, and people just don't take that responsibility for themselves. They're sissies, and they want someone else to protect them. So then you have to pay the police, and then paying for those police has to be budgeted somehow, and then now you know, so they budget, they give tickets, they have to make that person look viable in the public eye. You can't just lose money on that person. So now you've got this you hired this person because these people wanted him. Now he starts making mistakes, and then everybody wants to kill all the police. So it's a big dynamic. Yeah. But I think that if we had 1 out of 4, if we fired 3 out of 4 of the policemen, kept the guys who had the coolest heads and knew how to handle business, and paid them the other 3 guys' wages, dude, we would have. Yeah. I mean, I think that's a good place to start. Anyways, I think
that goes for any job though. I mean, you know, I've worked at places where you could get rid of probably a third of the people there, and give everybody else that actually works a little bit more money, and still get just as much shit done. Yeah,
being way more efficient.
That's how it works.
I agree. That sounds great.
I'm part of the problem, though. I mean, I need someone to protect me, because if someone breaks in my house, I got no defense. I got some knives, but I'm part of the problem with that. But I just take my chances, honestly. Like, I roll the dice. I mean, what do you think the chances of an actual home invasion are? Pretty slim, I would imagine.
It depends where you live.
Yeah, that's true. It depends where you live. Yeah, well, I mean, where I live, I think I'll take my chances.
Camden, New Jersey, go out there and see what
happens. Go to Newark, New Jersey.
No. I'll stick here.
And there you go. You go to a place that has less guns.
I think if someone broke in my house, I'd just leave my house. I'd just run out of my house.
If you're upstairs, how are you going to leave?
Window. I got it all mapped out.
Oh, boy.
There's a roof. There's a roof.
Not me. I'm holding down the fort.
Living like that
I can't have a gun. I sleepwalk. And I don't trust it.
No. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. There was a time in my life where I wasn't a law-abiding citizen. I'd say that. And, but I tried to abide the law by, I wasn't allowed to. Obviously, when you're on house arrest, you're not allowed to have guns in the house and this and that and the other thing. So, alcohol, nothing like that. So.
Did you have a bracelet?
Yeah, on my ankle. Yeah, ankle bracelet for sure. I had one of the blowers. It would go off at all times of the day. You'd have to report back to the unit. It was set up in the.
Did you ever chance it?
I'm sorry?
Did you ever chance it on any of that house arrest requirements?
No, absolutely not. I kind of got a good reprieve where I was able to get fucked up a couple days in the middle. I scheduled my some dental.
That's a good idea.
I scheduled some dental surgery, and they gave me more drugs. I was fucked up for 2 weeks, and so as long as
I guess you can't monitor pills.
Well, if you have a prescription, you're allowed.
Well, even if you don't, I mean, you're on house arrest and you want to get.
They can still drug test you.
Yeah, you get random drug tests. But
how long were you on it?
6 months.
Oh.
Yeah, not bad. No, not bad. I was on probation for
a long time. How long didn't you have a license?
I didn't have a driver's license from the time I was
2 years ago, right?
16 till the time I was 24, 20. Yes.
Oh, I thought you just 25. Got your license back.
I have. 7 or 8 years I drove without a license. I mean, what are you gonna do? I
would
have stagnated my life. I would have never been able to make it happen.
Followed all the rules?
You just get real good at driving, don't you? That's exactly what the fuck you do. Yep. So, and it's hard. I mean,
that'd be an adventure every time you got in the car.
Yeah, I lost my license for 6 months. I drove every fucking day. You have to. How else are you supposed to pay them fines?
You're right. I mean, it's completely ridiculous. And I have to say this too. I was pulled over quite a few times.
You were?
I was pulled over a few times inside of that time period.
I remember you got pulled over on your bike.
Yeah, I did. That was a very interesting one. And I was riding so dirty that night, it wasn't even funny. And
what's that mean?
Huh?
What's that mean?
Oh, I was riding a motorcycle that wasn't inspected or registered, no insurance. I had a passenger on me, no license, no license, out past my probation at the bar. I was riding dirty.
You just went for everything.
I was just dirty. But to be honest, I wasn't under too much influence. I had a couple beers and a shot of Yukon Jack.
I think I was with you
or
that
snake
night.
Bite. Yeah,
you were with me, or
Steven's 21st birthday.
If you had a snake bite,
it was Steven's 21st birthday. And we went. I had 2 beers and 2 Miller Lights and a snake bite that night. And I went on my motorcycle. And I had it was a very nice, beautiful. April. I think it
Yeah.
was. It was early. Yeah, April birthday. It was just like a beautiful 75-degree day. We don't get those in April very often. And I was just riding like nice and slow. So I'm doing 10 miles an hour under the speed limit. Okay? And I'm just enjoying my evening ride, my night ride. And there they go. Lights and whistles. And I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. And I pulled over because I wasn't wearing a helmet, neither was my passenger, and I wasn't about to put either of us in jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to myself,
Here we
I'm
go
going.
again.
Here we go again.
Hide that porn.
Here we go again. But it's just not worth it. And this is what I'm talking about.
So what happened?
There are good police officers out
Okay.
there.
Okay.
This guy, huge black dude. He was like probably 6'3", close to 300 pounds, but just like big. He was not out of shape. He was just a bruiser. And he comes up to me and he says, obviously you're in all kinds of trouble, mister. After a few minutes.
After he ran everything.
Yeah, after, because I said, this is the deal. I don't
What
have
did he
a
say
license.
first? Why did he say? Did he say?
He wouldn't tell me. He's like, do you know why I pulled you over? He comes up to the bike. I'd already stepped off of the bike, which I don't know if that makes him uncomfortable or not. I really wasn't thinking about it, but I wanted to get some information out so he knew who I was. Like I said, I really just don't care about the rules. So I wasn't trying to be slick. I wasn't trying to be slick. I wasn't nervous. I'm not nervous around police officers at all. Me personally, like I said, because I think that I'm above the law. I really just feel like police officers are citizens, and that's all they are. Those guys are at work, and we should love them for what they do and respect them for the job that they do. It's not an easy job. I would never give a police officer a hard time. I just say, here's my gig. Let's go. Write me up. Do what you need to do. Let's, we're all gonna be safe and happy, and we'll deal with the consequences. That's not a big issue. I'll just have to deal with it.
He wasn't a bike cop.
No, he was in a car.
So he ran you. He ran your stuff.
Ran me off.
What did you tell him beforehand? Like
I told him, I was like, listen, I don't have none of the above. He asked me. He said,
should have gave him your
license, registration, proof of insurance. I said, none of the above. I said, listen, buddy. I am just out. I went out. I had 2 drinks and a snack. I had 2 Miller Lights and a snake bite. I told him exactly what I drank. I said it was my buddy's birthday. I haven't been out in a long time. I don't have any of this. And
what did you have, an ID?
Right. Yeah, I pulled some information. I had some stuff to give to him, so he knew who I was, and he believed my whole story, obviously. And he said, you know what I'm going to have you do? I'm going to have you take this machine up to this building here, and you're going to park it. And he gave me some, warning papers. And
he never told you why he pulled you over?
Yeah, he did. Eventually, because I was doing, like I said, I was doing 10 miles an hour under the speed limit. I was enjoying my ride so much. I was just hanging out, and enjoying the night. I wasn't in any hurry.
While you were riding, did you see him behind you before
No. He was hidden at the toll booth. I just came through the toll booth. He was hanging around the toll booth somewhere. But my taillight was out.
Oh.
Yep. Which is the way I got arrested in the first taillight out.
That's a bummer because you never know.
You keep up on maintenance on your vehicle.
I'm a mechanical guy, but if you look at my truck,
you can never tell when your taillight's out though because you're never behind yourself.
At least in a vehicle, it clicks faster.
What do you?
When you put your turn signal on, it will go click, 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 click.
So that's what that is.
So yeah, I mean I don't know. So
but he let you go that night.
He let me go
without a license.
Without a license, drinking on a motorcycle, no license, no insurance, no.
That's crazy to me.
I broke so many laws, but this guy, if you're genuine and you're just not, those are the guys that we need. I pose no threat to anyone.
Right.
I'm riding, a 700-pound unit around at 10 mile an hour under the speed limit on a highway that there isn't another vehicle to be seen. I was, like I said, going slow. I was obviously not inebriated. My taillight was out.
How'd you get home from where you parked the bike?
I called Adam. He come and got me. He was a real sweetheart. He was a gem. He came and got me. Got his wife girlfriend at the time, out of bed and came out and got me and took me home. it was probably like a 2-hour ride for him, and he
Oh
was
man.
yeah. So I have respect for that guy too. He was a nice, good friend that night. I've done the walk of shame a few times. My friends love to pick me up walking home from some place that I ended up either blacked out or whatever. So it's been a good life. I'm obviously an 8.9.
I'm learning more and more. We almost have to do like a 3-parter with you, I think. But we're gonna wrap it up shortly. I do have a game for you to play.
Okay.
But do you want to leave us with anything before that?
Any plugs? Where can we find you?
Whoa, my. No, I'm not plugging anything. I've got some. Unless you're a beautiful girl, then, who's into making bad decisions, you can find me at the Blue Rooster here.
That's for sure.
Yeah, go ahead. So what's the game?
You want to game it up?
Sure.
All right. Okay. Well, now you're a man of the book, the good book, right?
Yeah.
You're pretty familiar with it?
I'm fairly. Nah, I'm not real familiar with it.
No?
But I'm
This
getting
might be
better.
challenging
Like I
for
said,
you.
I
Well-
have another whole point to gain.
Is this a Bible game?
We're going to see if Andrew the atheist can take down Jimmy the preacher.
Oh, jeez, here we go.
I'm just going to...
I went to Catholic school, so I know the Bible.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
good.
That's why
Okay.
I don't believe it. I've read it.
Oh, jeez.
So it's
Here we
funny
go.
because I had to look up some of these, and I was like, well, these are just... What I'm basically going to do is just read a name,
Okay.
and it's either going to be from the Bible or it's just going to be from my head,
Okay.
that I created.
Okay.
So we'll just call it Bible or Brainchild. Like, I'll say a name and you say Bible. Like, it's a Bible character.
Oh, okay.
and I found it funny because when I was looking some of these up, I'm like, Bible people, Bible character. And that just sounds funny. It's like they're characters in
That's
this
what they
fictional
are.
book.
It is. It's a science fiction book.
Oh,
It's a very good science fiction book, but it's no different than Harry Potter.
you've got so much to learn.
Well, Andrew the atheist. Let's see if you can take him down.
I don't know the names. I know there's a lot of weird ones.
I'm not even
but-
sure if I know how to say
This
them
is
all
good.
right. And
This
some
is
of the
gonna be
ones
good.
I made up, I hopefully I didn't make up any that are actual characters because there's some crazy fools in that book with some crazy names. The first one, now is this out of the Bible or is this something I made up? Absalom.
Who's answering first?
Well, yeah. I'll
It
answer
don't matter.
first. I mean, it obviously sounds. If you made that up, you did a nice job of just using. But
Pretty-
it sounds. Yeah.
I made up some pretty sweet jam band names for our
Yeah,
last
jam
one.
band names. Absalom. I would say I'm not familiar with that. No, I doesn't ring a bell from the Bible, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was from the Bible either. Yeah, you did a good job.
So you're gonna say that's a mine made up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. It's
What do
made
you
up.
think, Andrew? the atheist?
I'll say it's a real one.
That is real. Now, you can. Now, here's the thing. You can like appeal these because maybe I'm saying these wrong. Absalom, Absalom.
That
Yeah,
sounds
that's
right.
good enough. Yeah, it sounds good.
That is David's son.
Oh, David's son. Okay.
Yes.
Who's David?
Huh?
Who's David?
He's probably a
Well,
prophet.
he's a.
Usually safe saying a prophet.
I'm gonna say a prophet. Yeah.
There's 12 of them, right?
Those are apostles, I
Those are
think.
apostles. Yeah.
Good learning though, Andrew, in the school. Okay, Beatrix.
That's made up.
Yeah. Well, it's. I don't think it is made up. It does have some, but I think it's from the dark side. Go ahead.
What's the dark side?
I think.
So Star Wars?
yeah. Well, he's not a. I think if Beatrix, I think that's a bad character.
That's a girl's
It
name.
sounds like a bad character from the Bible.
So you're saying Bible?
Yeah, go ahead.
You are 0 for 2. They might revoke that ordainment you got there. All right, number 3. I got how many? 14 of these. Euripides.
Yeah.
Bible?
The Euphrates is a river.
No, I didn't say Euphrates.
Yeah, it's a
Euripides.
It's a Bible.
I'm going to say that's the Bible.
That's not the Bible.
No.
No. Unless it is. I looked it up after I made it up, and it
Couldn't find
didn't
it.
show up.
Didn't get a hit. Go ahead.
Euripides. So neither you got that. Shem.
Shem is definitely the Bible. That's Noah's son.
Yes, it's in the Bible.
Yeah. Don't tell him who it is.
I'll give it
Is
to
that
you.
Noah's son?
That is Noah's
Yeah,
son.
it's
Noah's oldest son.
Yeah.
How many sons?
Shem was blessed. He had 3.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Funny thing, Noah's oldest son. Can you name for a bonus point Noah's youngest son?
Ham.
Is it?
No. The youngest was Josiah. I want to say Josiah. It's not Josiah.
Well, I don't
it's
know
pretty
the
close.
answer, so I'll take your word for it.
It's pretty close to that. It's it starts with
I'll
say Josiah. His youngest. The Ham was the middle one.
I believe you.
Go ahead.
I believe you.
I got a ham.
That's a bonus point. So we're back to.
I'll give you that bonus
Okay,
point,
go ahead.
sure. You're still down one. Elijah.
Wait, let's do a little wager.
That's
I can't
true.
do with money because I already owe.
You're already. ahead of
I'm
me.
already under in owing for these games. If I win, you have to start saying that your happiness level is at an 8.
I love it.
And if I win, I get to start saying I'm at a fucking 10.
It's pretty high
You got to
stakes.
tell people Andrew's a fucking 10. He's
I do, I tell-
He walks around
and
like,
I'm at a fucking 8. That's what you got to say.
Hey, you know, if you feel like a 10, I'll be happy to call you a 10.
If I win this
All right.
game, I'll be a 10
Okay.
okay,
for like 5 minutes.
Elijah.
Go ahead, Andrew.
I'm gonna say no.
Elijah is a Bible, yes.
Elijah is a prophet.
Yes.
All right, tied up
So
now.
we're tied up, yeah.
Sonos.
Go ahead. You can answer?
No,
You saying
I'm
no?
saying not.
no
I'm
Bible.
saying no.
No, that is a sound system. Sonos. All right. Aladdin Sane.
I'm saying yeah.
I say yeah, too.
Aladdin Sane is a David Bowie album.
Aladdin. That's funny.
Okay. Nazareth.
That's the Bible.
Yeah, it is.
That is not. Nazareth is
Yeah,
a
it's
town
where
where Jesus
Yeah,
was
Jesus
born,
died.
I think.
Oh, it's in the Bible. It's a Bible name.
Not a person.
Oh,
And that's
Oh,
Nazareth.
character.
This
Now
is
we're getting
Nazareth.
technical. Nazareth.
Nazareth.
So, goose eggs there. Nahshon.
I say yes.
That's a kid in Braddock.
Nahshon is the leader of the tribe of Judah.
Damn it.
Jimmy pulls ahead. Okay. Rhodos.
No.
No.
No, Rhodos is a Greek restaurant. Oh, you both get a point. Phineas.
I say no.
I'm going to say a character from the Bible? No.
Phineas is the grandson of Aaron. Bible character. Both wrong.
Who's
There
Aaron?
are Greek. I mean, yeah, there was a Greek Christian. Anyways, go ahead.
Let me see here. I want to make sure you are tied.
It sounded like
You're
a
tied
Greek
up.
thing.
Biloxi.
No.
I want to say no, but I'll go yes.
Biloxi is a city in Mississippi.
Oh, fuck.
So, Jimmy's up. And 2 left. Gad.
Yes.
Yes.
Gad, yes. Yes. Gad is the 7th son of Jacob. So, the last one. Tibni.
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 Yes.
I want to say yes too.
It is the son of Ginoth.
Enoch.
So-
Yeah, that's one of the
So
original.
Jimmy gets to keep his 8.9.
Oh yeah. No, what did I do? You said I get to. If I win, what? You won both of them.
Yeah, that's
I
true. He
think
didn't really have a benefit.
It's a fucked up
There's
bet
really no
anyways.
benefit for
You know what?
the
That's
Reverend.
That's how devil worshippers get down. They just
I'm still at a 7.
They just manipulate the system as much as possible.
Well, good job, Reverend.
Yeah,
And-
I'm
Yeah,
glad
thanks for
that you
coming
guys
in.
had
Yeah,
me.
you got to come for definitely another part
Yeah,
2.
for sure. This was a blast.
Get you and Charlie in here together would probably be a
Charlie
mind
Chestnut.
blowing. Charlie Chestnut. Yeah, that'd be a good combo.
I don't really know who Charlie Chestnut is, but we'll talk about that off air. And I can't wait to come back. Hopefully next
Charlie
week.
Chestnut's probably our biggest fan.
Do we do this on Saturdays? We need to do this on Sundays, the day of rest.
Could probably do it.
I
on
do
Sundays.
nothing on the Sabbath. That's the time
Yeah.
to relax. That's how
Thursday.
I'm a
once in a
Christian.
while, I like
I'm a better
doing-
Christian than you.
I like doing them Thursday evenings.
Thursday evening.
Yeah, just because I like Thursday evening. It's a good night for because the next day is Friday. I like to really let loose Thursday evening.
Thursday evening. That's karaoke night at Sweeney's.
Oh, that's
is
right.
Is that your plug?
Aren't we supposed to have a
plug.
singing
There's
contest?
my plug. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll do that
we should.
next one.
Singing contest.
Next time we'll do it
Sure,
because
you
I didn't plan anything for it.
Make sure
What,
you
we got a
guys
plan.
come and listen to the next few. You're gonna have to follow this up. I think we're
You want to save the singing?
heating it
What
up.
time we at?
We're at about an hour.
It's up to
Let's
you guys.
keep it
You
at
wanna
an
have-
hour.
you
Come
wanna-
on, we'll fire this thing up again. We had a good a good day. We'll come back. We love each other. I will see you guys again. We'll come get together and fondle each other.
All right.
All
Love
right.
you too. Bye.